Right, first thing I'm going to set you is a problem. How many different numbers can you make using the digits 1, 2, 3 and 4 and an add sign? A little bit of an example there. So let's get into the practice of this. I want you to pause now and try and come up with as many answers as you can. Welcome back. The answers I came up with are just below. I'm sure there's going to be many more, but I think by this stage I got bored. So don't work too hard. The first set I'm going to do is basic numbers. This is just all your basic skills that you might be able to do or may have forgotten to be able to do or just want to practice again. If you're good at this, just rush through it. We will go on to the harder stuff later. If you're not good at this, take time. Best thing that I can advise you to do is learn your times tables. I know it's boring and I know it's something that everybody remembers from primary school, but it really helps in maths. So whether that means putting your times tables to music, to songs, to dance, great ideas on the YouTube. Go and steal some and practice them. Learning times tables is the best thing you can do for maths. Right, to be successful in this, you really have to be hitting the light blue. I would rather you were at the dark blue. However, if you're at the purple, maybe start thinking of doing the higher paper. You're probably really good at this. Also, I will be asking you at various stages how well you understood the task. If you feel you're red, as in didn't understand it, just stop, go back. If you're amber, you might want to try a few more areas or just go to your book and work through some examples. If you're green, absolutely fantastic, just go on to the next stage. This will become clearer as we work through this. For the information I'll be working through today is up there. It is very basic stuff and some of them are around level 1, level 2 up until using the calculator, but it is all quite basic. I'm just going to try and get you into the way of thinking about maths. Right, first one, reading and writing numbers. What you'll be asked to do, you're basically going to be given a number and figure and you'll be asked to put it into words. Or you'll be given a number in words and asked to put it into figures, or you'll be asked what a certain digit is in a larger number. The first two, quite straightforward. You do it every day without thinking, especially if you're like me and still write checks. But we will still work through some examples because on the foundation paper, this is one of the first questions asked. So, remember, each digit has a place value. Place value just means where it's put, as in, is it a unit, is it tens, is it hundreds, etc. So if you think of the column that I have up top, you will be able to sort out exactly where it is. So if I write this number, which is 45,307, you can see that if I put them into the place values, they go as so. So it's 7 units, 0 tens, 3 hundreds, 5 thousands, 4 10,000s. And if you read it as in 45,307, it will make sense. Okay, so then we have to put it into words. Don't worry if you spell words wrong, as long as it's legible, most of the time in maths it's fine. So, what I want you to do, just for practice, is write these numbers into words. So, press pause now and go and do it. Welcome back. Again, I've written up what the numbers said in words, so hopefully you got that completely right. Ha! First part you've done right. Next, put the number into the table, having read it carefully. 13,005. This is just doing the reverse of what we've just done. So instead of putting numbers into words, we're putting words into numbers. And you can see it's 1 10,000, 3 thousands and 5 units, etc. And that is how it's written. Now, those of you who are old like me may be used to writing 13,000, 005. It's okay if you want to put the comma in, and most of the time the comma does allow you to see where the place value is. So example, if you do 1,237,306, you're able to see at a glance where it is because it's split up into groups of 3. However, a lot of times in schools, they will tell you to leave gaps. completely different number, but you can see I've put gaps in there. It doesn't matter which way you do it, just find your way and stick with it, as that's what works best. So now I want you to have a go. Write these words into numbers. So pause now. Okay, welcome back. And hopefully you got the same as what I've got there. If not, have a little go, or get everybody in the family, I don't know, to give you numbers and have a practice. Next, we have to describe what value a digit represents. And this again is placed on place value. As with the rest of this section, it's all about the place value. So if we have this number, 3,748.6, remember the decimal point. The decimal point is what's important here. Now, I've put again everything here, so that would be my decimal point. You can write tenths or 1 over 10 and hundredths or 1 over 100. Both of them work, and it's up to you how you put it. So for example, 0.6, we would write it as 6/10. Either one is fine. And if we put all the digits into the box, you can see that's what we have. So if we're looking at what the 4 represents, that would be 4 tens. And if you think of it, it's 40 is 4 tens. So thinking about that, tell me what the 4 represents in each of these numbers. So pause now. Welcome back. Hopefully you got what I have up there. If not, again, have a little go. Ask people to give you numbers and just have a little bit of a try. Also, there's good examples in your book. So, congratulations, you got the first part done. Told you it wasn't going to be that bad. So now you have to honestly say, are you red, amber or green? If you're green, carry on. If you're red or amber, just try a few more examples and go back and listen again.